One thing I've learned at Timberline is that the gospel doesn't just stop at salvation, but the only reason to save us is to get the sin out of us so that Christ can be in us. Something I've been learning is just to die to myself and stop trying to not sin in my own power and strength and lean into His power and strength in me so I can live a life pleasing to Him. So yeah, that's what I've been learning.
I was really struggling with where I was finding like my identity and really struggling with like depression. And I really wanted to figure out what I was doing wrong in my Christian life, I guess.
A lot of my story is about pretending I have it all together, pretending I'm in control and independent, and having my identity in Christ has freed me from trying to pretend like I have those things, because really none of us have it all together. And having my identity in Christ, it brings freedom to be real and be transparent and honest, because we are all craving the living God and none of us have it together.
A few weeks ago, something just clicked and I realized God's actually proud of me, and I don't have to do anything to prove anything to Him or anyone else. He's already proud of me, and I can just realize that and work on and glorify Him just through my normal life.
Being here has just shown me that God is so personal. Like, I knew He was personal, but really how intimate He is in our lives and how He wants to hear every aspect and everything that I'm going through.
He's more personal than just some being in the sky, which is how I viewed God before. It was just like this person, this, I guess, deity, a guy who made the world, and I can hear that He cares about me, but I think I didn't really look for it in my everyday life. And then coming to Timberline taught me how to see His hand in the little things in life.
One of the biggest things I learned here at Timberline is the hope Paul is talking about in Colossians. That is not just a hope that I hope it's going to rain tomorrow, but it's like this confident assurance that things in the Bible are true, and I can trust God with it.
I think talking about this God-sized hole that we have in our heart, that we like try to fill with beautiful looks or, I don't know, drugs, alcohol, party, but it's actually like it's a God-sized hole that just God can fill. And that has been something like I still need to like learn to really fill God with it, because He's the only one who can make us whole.
The Lord really worked in my life by just providing people to show me the practical way you can be a Christian in life. Because I used to think it was all about rules or that Christians were boring, but really there's just such a joy that comes with loving the Lord and being a Christian, and there's just so much more to life than I ever knew there was.
There's so much hope, and like there's so much freedom that I have in Christ, and it's amazing because I don't know, like I'm like free from, like I felt like so bondage to my past and stuff, so now I'm like free from everything and I can just live for Christ.
I really struggled with identifying myself with music and sort of this street life. I don't want to glorify it at all, but I had all these walls up, and I never felt free. I felt like my identity was bound to those things, and I was always confused and anxious about life in general and scared about the future. But having this identity centered in Christ has given me this freedom to just to be with Christ and live my life as me, and not live in fear or stress, but rather in freedom and this place of victory. It's just been really sweet, and I'm still learning about it, and it doesn't end, but it just gets better and better the more I know Christ. So